they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, end zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Buffalo Bills.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fields this way up at the 17. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Murray now on first down, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Murray with a third and long. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Murray's
and he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
7-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
When you start at your own 20, oftentimes defenses play you for the run. They stack the line of scrimmage. They decided, let's not run into that mess. Let's get outside, get to the perimeter, go high, wide, and handsome, and throw that bad boy downfield.
Beautiful ball, good catch, and then it was off to the races, one play and in the end zone. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And again this time to the tailback. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And it's third.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the gun, Murray. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And the Cardinal first down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Third down. That's the end of the first quarter.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. These two teams all tied after 1. The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Murray. Flush to his right. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
taken down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Back.
Here's Singletary. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Stop your whining.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
That's good.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The ball
A
carrier.
loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carried by
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Play fake. Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete.
A big play there. 84 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
35 the mark.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Taken down back at the 42.
So after the sack, here's second and 14.
Check 59.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Cardinals 17. Bills 14.
After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and he rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
29-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half.
17.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
10-10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 coming up. They'll set up to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
And taken right on the 30. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Arizona.
To throw is Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
To number 25. It's
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The 46-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
First and 10.
He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 23 yards on the play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
To number 80.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
17.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
By the Cardinals.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's the end.
Back now in Buffalo.
With the score.
It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe try it, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right?
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Bills 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 53 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run here with Singletary, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is...
It got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
The ball carried.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off. They've got to go back out there and play.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
4th down and 1.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It'll be a gain of 4. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. With Singletary. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
That's good.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Today's final.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed.